Well, 2 towns, 1 test machine, and some very cool treasure. Well, welcome to Finding America. It's really great to see you here. Now this week, I got a new toy to play with and put through the paces from our friends at Kellyco. Now, what I got was a Minelab Vanquish 540. And I know a lot of you guys are out there using one, and I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I just had to give it a try. Well, as soon as I got it, I knew just where I wanted to take it. I have a permission at an old mill workers neighborhood that runs alongside a beautiful river. Now, we've hunted this quite a bit, but I knew there were more things to be found there. And I didn't really know what to expect from the Vanquish, but it didn't take me long to realize that I really enjoyed using it. I've got a little Vanquish 540 Pro Pack to play with, and so I'm trying it out. I had a little bit of time to kill, so I went ahead and came out here and dug a couple holes. I got another organ reed, and this one was really deep, and it was gonna be a 25-26, and I think it's gonna be a clock frame. I'm not sure, but that is, yeah, 6 inches. So I'll come right back as soon as I get it unearthed. Well, I broke it loose, and that is exactly what it is. It's a little mantle clock inner mechanism frame. The gears would attach to this, so pretty cool. Well, this next thing was giving me a 21-22. Dug down, saw it right away. Kind of cool. It's a railroad spike. I can tell from the top here, but yep, the thing was hammered straight down. So pretty cool. Railroad tracks are about 20 yards behind me, so not unusual to find something like this here. But as I always say, it gives me a great excuse to show a cool train picture. Well, boy oh boy, I tell you, this is where I got that complete cap gun last week, or the week before. Starting to lose track a little bit, but I was getting a 1920, and man, do I wish this one was complete. I pulled it out and I was like, okay, it's a part of either a rifle or a toy cap gun pistol, but I thought I saw something on it, and I definitely did. I'm gonna, hopefully you can make that out, but it says Roy Rogers. Man, what I wouldn't give to have been able to dig that complete. Always loved Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, and that is a great piece there. I'm going to keep it just because it says Roy Rogers on it. Definitely like it. Great piece of American history. Well, this thing was giving me a 13, and I dug down, said it was in the plug. When I pulled it out, I thought it was melted lead or something, but then I noticed pretty cool on the outer edges here. I flipped it over. It looks like I have a piece of costume jewelry, and some of the rhinestones are still in it. It's got some damage to it, but it's pretty neat. And these houses went all the way back to early 1900s, late 1800s, so pretty early piece. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home and give a better look at it. Well, this next one was giving me a nice solid 13, about 6 inches down. I'll show it to you in the hole here. I got a nice little spoon. I have not pulled it out, just sort of cleared it and loosened it just a little bit. I think I'm going to be able to get it out. There we go. Very cool. Very old too. And looks to have a nice pattern on it. Hopefully a back mark on it so I can give it a date, but probably going to be 30s or 40s. One thing, I got another good target here. Give me a 22 to 24 on the Vanquish here. And I dug down about 6-7 inches again. Finally popped it. And check it out. It's another spoon. But I might have got, I don't know. Sure was ringing high, wasn't it? I was kind of hoping it was silver. I think it's plate, but it's beautiful. Look at the design on that. Whew. Very nice. Now, just a quick note about finding those old spoons that are all bent up. Sometimes they're just bent, but they were also bent purposely to function as a baby spoon. Now, they were sold at stores pre-bent, and people back in the day would also bend regular spoons so they can more easily feed their babies. A very impressive depth. This one was ringing pretty high, 29, 30, and you can see the digger here. That's 6 inches right there. So we're talking about 8 inches, possibly 9, and it came from the bottom of the hole. A couple of reasons I wanted to show you. This one was the depth, and the other one, I've dug Clorox caps, but I've never dug this one. It says fleecy white. On the bottom it says rust proof cap. So that's a brand I have not heard of, and I get to have some fun and see if I can find anything out about it. And once again, the depth, yeah, that's some pretty killer depth right there. Really nice recovery again. Getting a 19. I ended up chasing a deeper target that was underneath a good target, which was this huge nail, rusty nail. And I thought, man, maybe that was it. But I got another target about 6 inches down, about 2 inches above that nail. And this is what popped out. I got a weedy. And very happy to see that. And that was pretty impressive. It locked onto that weedy pretty well. And this one's going to be, looks like 1950. Well, I had to show you this. I got a 22-23 signal. Now, I haven't even found the metal piece that was giving me a signal, but I was popping the dirt, and look what popped out and rolled right there. That's exactly how I saw it. I'm like, I gotta grab the camera. I love getting marbles out of the blue. No pun intended. But oh man, I tell you what, this is gorgeous. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh man, the waves in it. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous marble. Ooh, that's nice. Well, this one was giving me a nice 22-23 signal. Dug down, it was in this ball of dirt, and it popped out. That's pretty cool. It's a part to an old shaving razor. So, nice little piece there. And I'll tell you, we've hunted this area a lot. So I'm pretty impressed. I mean, you never hunt anything out, especially a field, but it's definitely keeping me on my knees digging. Well, I'll tell you what, this is really cool. I was going along and I got a 30 to 31 signal. Kind of surprised. 6 inches down, I was just loosening the dirt, and then I tossed it up onto the drop cloth, and I want to show you what I saw immediately. It was so cool. Look at that. That's a frame to an old pocket watch, and it's still got the stem winder on top. And that's exactly how it plopped out, standing straight up. So look at that. That is really neat. So that is a nice little find. Well, it's time for another Mystery Solve segment, and this one is about that strange little brass pyramid piece that I found in the video called Thrilla on the Hill of Two. Well, luckily Mike Baker was out there watching the video, and he immediately sent me a picture and explained to me that that strange little brass piece was actually an ornament used in leather crafting. So a huge thank you to Mike and all the others out there who help with those mystery pieces that we dig out there in the field. Well, I have to say, I was really surprised that I found so much in just a few hours there. I have to say, the machine is extremely stable and it really does go deep. Now, I had so much fun using it that I just had to take it to my latest permission, the Victorian dump site. And I'll tell you one thing, it didn't disappoint me there either. Well, I'm out bright and early, about 7 a.m. And I wanted to bring the Vanquish out to the dump site. And found a few pieces of garbage. Then I got an 1819 signal here. And nice little find. Look at that. That's a old hem weight. More than likely for a dress. But very cool. And first good find with the Vanquish out here. It's doing a good job. Like the size of that coil. It's separating really nicely. And I'm just going low and slow. Digging one over right here. Now, some of you may be new to the hobby and not know exactly what a hem weight is. Now, these lead weights were actually sewn into the bottom hem of dresses and capes to keep them from blowing up in the wind. And another purpose for them was to be sewn into the bottom of drapery to make sure that it hung straight down to the floor. Now, I'm just running the Vanquish in the coin program, and I'm running iron bias. A lot of nails out here. It still hits on some of the nails, but that's just something you got to deal with, especially when you're out in a place like this and you're digging it all. But this time I was getting a 12, and I dug down, and I got a pretty cool find here. I cleaned it off a little bit. It's a old jean or overall button. Let me see if I can get it out here. But I think you can see it. It's a Pointer brand, and I believe that brand was from Bristol. And the mascot was one of the owner's favorite hunting dogs. I did a little history segment on this a while back, but nice little piece. It's going to date like 20s, 30s. Well, this signal was giving me like a 24, pretty big high tone. It's actually really cool. Look what popped out. Let me get this out in the light, but it is a vintage flashlight. Missing one end, but it says Ever Ready on it. But look at this cool design on it. The black and silver. That is really cool. Very cool vintage flashlight. Be interesting to see just how old it is, but it's in great shape. So very, very happy with that. That is such a cool find. I was getting a nice 23, 24, dug down, and got part of an old cap gun. So very cool. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home, but nice little find. Well, I was getting a nice 24 signal on the Vanquish. Dug down about 4 or 5 inches, and I finally got it out, but it's a cabinet knob, but it's an old one. Pretty ornate too. Definitely like it. So I'll get that cleaned up when I get home and give you a better look at that. But yeah, that's a cool old knob right there. Well, I tell you, I love this place. You just never know what's going to come out of that hole next. And the Vanquish is doing a great job out here, separating signals. There's so many signals. But I dug down on this one to give me a high tone. And let me shut the pinpointer off. But I tell you what, I found something really cool. Look at this piece. It's actually part to a wall sconce, I believe. Here's where the light bulb would have gone into. But look at the real ornate decoration on that. That is so cool. Well, the Vanquish has found one too now. Check it out. Another Big 5 tag. And I will get it cleaned off and we'll see what this number is. I'm going to guess, I don't know, 568. Well, this is kind of cool. It's getting a 23-24 on the Vanquish 540, and dug down. This ground's like concrete. I can just chip away at it. But look at this. Looks like a pretty much complete harmonica. Got the upper and lower reed plates, and pretty neat. So I'm gonna keep chipping away at this until I can get it out, and I'll give you a look at it then. Well, I broke it loose, and that's pretty darn cool. There it is. So still has the board in between them. So pretty cool. Don't usually find them that way. Well, it happened again this week. One hole and one signal led to another signal and another find. And I just ended up digging there for the rest of the day, pulling amazing things out of the ground. Well, I'll tell you, just had something pop out of one of the holes. And oh yeah, this is going to be a really early Vaseline jar. I'll have to date it when I get home, but it says Cheeseboro, let's see, manufacturing company, New York. So, of course, Cheeseboro was the man that invented Vaseline. So, very cool jar, all complete. And very happy to have that one. These look really nice, cleaned up and displayed. Well, I got a couple more down here. Looks like I might have another one of those little cruet bottles, and then some type of jar. So I'm going to work on that. And once I get them out, I'll give you a look at them. Well, I got that one out. This was just a plain jar, but this is cool. It's a little bit different, I think, than the other one I had. But check that out. Well, I just had to show you this one. Pretty cool. I thought it was just going to be a plain jar, but it isn't. It's actually kind of designed to make it look like a big wooden barrel. So I'll get that cleaned up when I get home, but that is a pretty neat piece. I haven't seen this one before. Well, check that one out. It took me a while to get this one out. It was about a foot down. I have never seen one like this. Green bottle, but on the bottom it says property of Knee-High Bottling Company. And it says minimum contents 6 full ounces. But I've never seen a green bottle with Knee-High. So that's going to be kind of cool to look up, but it's in great shape. Oh, I just started uncovering this one. I had to show you this one while I was in the ground. Look at this big bottle. Man, I hope that's complete. That is really a strange looking one. So I'm gonna keep on working on it. It's getting hot, I tell you. Not easy hunting out here, but pulling out some really awesome things. Oh, I tell you what, I am really excited. I'm praying this one is whole. It's a milk bottle, I believe, but oh my gosh, it says, what does it say? For babies? Yeah, it says dairy for babies, and I think this is going to be a local Morristown, Tennessee bottle. Oh, I'm praying it comes out whole. Oh boy, this is a killer one. Oh, I think it's ready to come out. Oh, let's hope it's whole. I am so excited about this one. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at the shape of that thing. It's so amazing. Oh my gosh. J.D. Neal's Dairy. Safe milk for babies. Morristown, Tennessee. 1 quart. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. It is beautiful. And you know what I just realized? Look at the name, J.D. Neal's. That's the exact same name as that early Ford dealership. It was Neil Price. Wow. I wonder if it's a relative of his or he had a dairy farm and a Ford dealership, but this is killer. It is old. I love the fact that it says safe milk for babies. Morristown, Tennessee. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I found this one. That is awesome. Can't wait to get that cleaned up. What a bottle. Well, I have to say, I was very impressed, and I had a lot of fun using that Minelab Vanquish 540, and I could definitely recommend this detector. Now, at $369 for the machine or $500 for the Pro Pack, it is just a great and inexpensive way to get a strong performing Minelab multi-frequency machine. So, are you ready for a weird and wacky look into our country's past? Well, that's coming up in just less than 10 seconds. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.